Welcome back to the next part of the first tree. What beautiful sunlight. What a beautiful forest. What a beautiful world. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Okay, let's see. Guess we're going this way. I still wonder what these stars do for us. Maybe we could purchase something later. In-game purchases. Or maybe it's like the Super Mario coins. You just kind of collect them, maybe. Well, I don't see... Oh, I think I see a light over there. Oh, all the trees are so tall over here. Oh, there's another light over there. Oh, there's two of them over there. I guess let's go this way. Since the coin kind of took us to this direction. Let's see if there's anything on that side. I don't see it. Do you see anything there? Okay. Super Fox! Speaking of Fox, kinda remind me of... What is that? The Nintendo game? Flying shit? Oh, I can't remember the name. Star Fox! That's it! Star Fox! Also Sonic's tails actually. So I guess a lot of world uses Fox. Oh wow, this is a quite a jump over here. This is nice. I bet we get some really good view from up here. What is this? Oh, look at that. Oh, hello. What? Huh. Is it... This is interesting. Are we supposed to do something here, or... Am I missing something? Double jump maybe? I don't know what we're supposed to do there. I think we need another commentary tutorial. Yes we do. We may have to come back up here. Oh no, oh no! Ooh! Good thing she can always land on her feet, huh? Oh wow, nice girl! Now where was that light earlier? Oh, there it is, okay. Maybe this will help us. That was what we need to do next. I missed it on the way up. Storytelling 101, oh.
Almost all stories follow the same kind of structure. And it starts with an inciting event, and then there's rising action, and then there's a climax, and then there's falling action. And it's actually really difficult to make an interesting story where you only hear these two people talking, and it's spoken through a dream that's already happened. And the most of the action is about this animal that isn't directly related to this couple at all. So I don't know what I was thinking, but my hope was that it would create some interesting things and connections that I didn't see before. And that was kind of the whole exercise of making the first tree.
Oh, I could take some notes from that. Storytelling 101, oh yeah. Is that light the same rock we were on? Let me see if I could get back on there, and I feel like the rock, that might be the same, but let me go check it out again. I think this is another puzzle. Well, speaking of puzzle, there was a puzzle game on the mobile. It's because the graphic of this kind of remind me of it, the graphic style. It was called Monument. Yes, Monument 2. I think there's two of them, 1 and 2. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty good. It's really fun. Oh, I think that was the light, was it? Was there... Yeah, so I guess that string was this. I'm still not too sure what to do on this though. 0 of 3? Maybe I have to point her just right. Let's see. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, it is. We have to point her in the right direction to get this. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm glad we came back up. Aren't you glad too, girl? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We still haven't got a name for the fox yet. Did you think of a name for the fox? Put down in the comment below, let me know. I'm curious to know. What name would you give Miss Fox? Oh, there's another one over there. Yay! Check out this one first. Digging opportunity? Yes it is. Here we go.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real, growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
I came back because I saw this house afterwards. Well, when we all were a kid at one point. That's what makes us unique. Oh yeah. Let's see. Hey, there's another light mark over there. I feel like that's the direction of the rock though. Oh, there's many lights over here. Oh, look at the plants here too. So full of different colors. Oh, it is kind of different from the previous part. This part I feel like it has more plantation. The other part has some grass. But this is more forest-like, I think. Alright, here we go. 1 and 2, yay! Was that what the light is? Oh, no, let me see. Or maybe the light was here, okay. I got sidetracked by shiny objects. Alright. Well, there's many light here, oh wow. This is an area to explore right here. Oh, it's another one of those rocks. This rock made me think about the Arthur, King Arthur and the sword. Maybe we have to time it to nod like this whenever the star goes down, maybe. Which one should we check out? The music? Let's check out this first.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up.
and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I love sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Wow, that was so amazing.
I don't
Really?
think the first tree could work at all without the music by Josh Kramer. And his music, it's actually publicly available to license, and so it was affordable for me since this was a hobby project. And it's something I like to tell new indie developers all the time, like, you can't afford that composer, you can't afford a full-time programmer. You need to cut corners and finish your game, and the way to do that is to use these amazing publicly available assets that anyone can purchase and license. And so his music is incredible, and I actually haven't talked to him that much, I've just emailed him. But his music was nominated for Most Emotional Music at the Emotional Game Awards in France, and he's just a really nice guy. And I think there's so much amazing content out there that if you're thinking of making a game, like, look around and see what you can make work on a tight budget, because it worked really well for the first tree.
Oh wow. Thank you, Josh Kramer. That's good to know. Maybe I could use that in a video sometime. Yay. And what is it? Open world.
I did want to do something a little different with this level. I wanted it to be more open world feel, and that there was something blocking your progress. So it did encourage people to look closely and see how to unlock this blocked way. And I do like just walking around this level and listening to the beautiful music by Josh Kramer. His work really sets the mood for the whole game.
Yeah, it really does. I agree. Yeah, I couldn't get past the thorny area. It's like the Snow White evil forest entrance. Maybe we could find the torch. Alright, where is Link from Zelda when you need his tools? Oh, what? Digging? Oh wow. I missed this.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Interesting. What's this one? Mod?
Earlier I said I just love going through video games and exploring, like looking at every nook and cranny and just trying to find little details. And I think that started because in middle school and high school, I would make mods for my favorite games, namely Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and Far Cry. And I loved like this huge world of mod makers who would make these levels, and it'd be like the most random creative things, and I would just love exploring, usually multiplayer levels by myself. So even though I went to college for film, before that, like before high school, I was making video games and mods, and it was my favorite thing in the world. I made a ton of different levels. I made an abandoned space hotel with a dance floor and cafeteria. I made a haunted campground with cabins and tents. I made this whole city with like the first ever day-night cycle with running showers and stuff in the hotel and the apartment buildings. And I just loved making those mods, and I think that carries over to my game, the first tree, and also the one before that, Home is Where One Starts, which is it's exploration. You're just looking around and appreciating the details.
Wow, nice. He played Far Cry. That's one of my favorite too. I'm looking forward to the new Far Cry. Is it 6, guys? I think it's 6, right? Yeah, I definitely want to play that when it come out. I can't wait. As of now, as we playing this, it doesn't quite have a set release date yet. It just says sometime between now to next year. Well, at least it's good to know. Be out by next year. Yay! This area looks interesting. It's like different from all the rest of the area, I feel. Oh, is that another shining thing? It looks kinda shiny. I think that's just reflection on the rock though. Let's go this way. Oh yes, I see the next marker. I think it'll be so fun to actually go out in an environment like this and just run around. It's just run until we're tired, we just lay down, take a nice nap. Now that's the life, I tell ya. Oh wow, look at all the stars around this one. Ooh.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Interesting. Interesting. I can't remember something similar where we think back, like the food. You ever had those oh, what is this? Oh, it's I think it's what you call that? Radio? Cassette player? Something like that. Yeah, so for example, like if you ever thought of a food you haven't ate for a long time, and then when you eat it again, it tends to taste kind of different, right? Like, hey, this is not what I kind of remember how it tastes. I guess maybe it's the same effect as to that. Should I go this way or that way? Oh, definitely this way. Starry. Oh, more stars. Yay. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, secret space? Ooh, should I go back and grab the other star before we hit this way maybe? Yeah, let me do that. In case we don't come back this way. That looks like a way to go too. Like a big maze in this part. I feel like this part is a lot bigger than the previous two. Maybe the size of the combination of the two even. Oh, ooh, that's the last one. Yay! Wonder what we're gonna get. Heyo! Let's go. Wee! Boom! The Excalibur Star. I salute you. Ooh, what happened now? Do we become Super Fox? No? No Super Foxing? Okay, cool. I wonder if that will unlock something later on, maybe? You see, I timed that perfectly too on this one. Right when I say salute to you. Click. Done deal. Okay, now where do we go next is the question here. Here maybe? It doesn't look like there's a way here. I'm gonna go back to the other star place and maybe keep going down that path. This is a nice hidden-ish area over here. For the hardcore RPG people. Maybe that way? Well, let me see if anything over here. It seems like nope, just rocks and walls. Okay. Oh, okay, there's stars over there. Follow the guiding stars. And make a wish. And your wish will come true. I feel like this game really brought out the kid in me. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Anything here in this little area maybe? Isn't that where we went? Oh, there's a light over there though, okay? Is this the same spot we came from? Yeah, it is. I remember that rock. Okay. Well, I couldn't find a way to get to that side, but maybe let's explore a little more. I must have missed something, I think. We went that way. Like there could be an opening here. No, no opening. Okay. How about on this rock? Can we jump across maybe? I need some butterfly. Alright, here we go. Nope. Can't make it. Alright, I'm gonna head back this way. And then figure out which direction we're gonna go. Maybe down this way. I don't think we went this way. Oh, is it me or that tree just moved? I feel like that tree just moved, like this green one in front of us. Huh. Maybe it was my imagination. Oh, maybe this is the way here? No. Oh, no, we've been here. That's the fans. This is such a huge part over here. Hey, I think we could go up here maybe. Or did we come up already? Let's see. Yeah, I think this is where we did the digging. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that light over there, that must be where we need to go next. Just have to find a way to get there though. I wonder. Well, give me a moment. I think I will transition once I figure out where to go. So I will see you in a few seconds. I am back. So I came back to this spot with the thorn and look, it's cleared off now. I guess gathering those 3 stones is what did it. So let's keep going this way and see what we have. Oh wow, I wonder how you get to this thing. Oh, it's just like this. There you go, there you go, there you go. Come on girl, almost girl. Right there, yay. I feel like we're missing one. Right on the one more.
Perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Oh no, it's another kid. Why? Let me see how that. There you go. Bye, girl. Wish we could take them with us.
It was really important to me that the wolf in this story that takes the fox's cubs, that it wasn't explained at all. Like, it's just this entity that's in the background. And of course, it's supposed to represent something bigger than a wolf or even the fox. It's supposed to represent like the specter of death. And it comes when you least expect it. There's no justification. He's just there, always watching.
Wow, that's a very good representation of that. Hey, come back here, you! Mama shall avenge her. What? Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Oh, I missed it. That's it. Why'd you miss it? You missed it? Oh, this part's so cool. Oh yeah, I like this. Yay. I think there's more than 70 of this. Maybe 100, huh? Know what would be a cool number to have for those? Oh, what's this? Oh, is that? Oh yeah! Look at that! Hidden path! Like the number 101, I think. You know why I got that for him? Here's a hand. Wolf, wolf. Wang, wang. Oh wow, look at that. Wow. There's something about this part running downwards like this, make you, and the music, I don't know, it feels like discovery, that you finally found the truth, and from that point on, everything is a smooth downhill. I mean, not in a negative sense, like smooth downhill as in everything is smooth kind of, yeah. Wow, this world is so big. Let me take a look behind us. Oh, wow. Yeah, this part is huge. I wonder, mile-wise, how many miles we had traveled so far. Or meters. Depends on which part of the world you're in. Kilometers. Oh, I see another marker. Here we go. Kind of look around. I'm just sorry about the quietness. I'm just like enjoying the music and the theme right now. Oh, I tried to get as close to these as I can, but I can only get so close though.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Those looks like letters. What? He's going to bed? Really? So... oh, everything got quiet. This feels kinda different. Why, Fox Mama? See what's gonna happen next, girl. Just us three. You, me, and a wonderful viewer. Oh, here we go. Wow, check this out. This is so amazing.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost.
Rachel.
Joseph.
Oh,
Have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Hello, my name is Elise Whaley, and I was the voice actress for Rachel. I'm also David's wife, so that was convenient for working together. I was actually the voice actress for his first game, Home is Where One Starts, and I guess that I did a good enough job that David wanted me back, so I did the voice acting for this one as well. David definitely coached me through it because I'm pretty inexperienced when it comes to that. Home is Where One Starts was my first time ever doing voice acting of any kind. And we watched a lot of trailers of movies we liked to get the voice right of female leads who were talking in the trailer and try to mimic that and bring that into the game so that had the right kind of feel and the right kind of atmosphere for the voice. My character actually is the same character from Home is Where One Starts. If you've played that game, you probably connected that together. And this is her probably about 15 years later, maybe 20 years later in this game. I was happy to revisit the character of Rachel. We kind of leave her in an ambiguous spot in Home is Where One Starts. It definitely ends on a hopeful note, but there's not a lot of details. And in this game, you see that she's able to move on through a lot of her issues that she had from her abusive home and be able to start her own family and start a new cycle without that abuse, which I think is really inspiring.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
So it's always interesting working with your spouse because, especially on a creative project, because they want your feedback, but it's something that's also dear to their heart, and they're dear to your heart, and you definitely don't want to hurt their feelings. So I was a little nervous when David asked me, he had finally finished writing the script, and he asked me to go over it and see what I thought. And I had minored in English. I majored in art, but I minored in English, so I felt like I had a little bit of experience. But I was definitely like a little scared because you don't want to be too harsh, but you also want to be honest. And it was the biggest relief when I read the script, and I was like, oh, good. My husband's a good writer. I don't have to change that much about this, just a few like grammatical things. And that was just like the biggest relief for me because it can be a tricky balance working with your spouse and making sure that that honesty is there, but also that love and the support is there as well.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
So we're talking about home is where one starts a lot. So if you haven't played that game, maybe this doesn't make as much sense, or maybe this is a little plug that you should go play it. But in that game, it actually features one of my artworks. I work as an artist and paper cutting, actually. And David used one of my artworks as a graffitied stencil in Home is Where One Starts that's against the wall of this shack. And it actually shows up again in the first tree, just a fragment of it. The first tree, the title actually comes from one of my artworks that I made back in 2015, I want to say. And I made this artwork while I was pregnant with our first child. And it had a lot of meaning for me, and David actually helped me come up with the title. And he asked, because I was really struggling, I was like, I have no idea what to call this, and I always go to David for title ideas and to bounce ideas off of him, and that's like the only way I can ever come up with a title is by talking with him. So we were talking back and forth and looking at this artwork, and he said, well, what kind of like movies or shows were you watching while you're making the artwork? Because my work's pretty tedious, so sometimes I'll watch a show or do some Netflix binging while I'm creating it. And I was like, oh, I actually watched Tree of Life a ton. And then we're like, Tree of Life, and we started thinking more about that, and then arrived at the first tree. So it started off as one of my artworks and then became a part of David's art, which I think is really cool that we were able to share that title.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years, and we'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
A question I get a lot is why a fox? And it ties into just how important family is for me. And Fox is actually a family name from my wife's side, from Elise. And she always heard about the legacy of the Fox family. And because of that, growing up, it was her favorite animal. She even made these 2 wooden foxes for our wedding cake toppers. So I thought it would be cool to have that animal in the game while these 2 people are having this conversation in the middle of the night.
That was so beautiful. Hey guys! Whoa! Where's the Bambi? The Bambi's everywhere, what am I saying? It's the Bambi world! Wow, they're a lot bigger than Fox, actually. I didn't realize how big Fox are. Now this family right here, look at this family. So yeah, after this, be sure to go give your family a hug. Tell them how much you miss them. Maybe kiss on them that you haven't talked to for a while or call. Today's the day to do it. I think maybe we have to go up this way. Today is the day. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't even wait till next hour. Just go. After this. If you hesitate, just turn back this video right here, look at this part with the family, and yeah, that will help you to contact them. It's such a beautiful story. I love it. Really love it. I wonder if this is... Oh, wow, this is a perfect angle for the sun, just going up here like this towards the sun, towards the bright future. Oh yeah. Maybe you want to check out the other game they made before this one, the Home is Where One Started. Oh, we got some Super Mario platforming here. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Ruin it. I say ruin it because I feel like, oh, I just ruined the environment, the atmosphere. Sorry guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this way we may actually get 100 of these. Maybe. A couple more to go.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Alright. I thought the last part would be the last bit of it. But this is good. It's given us something to look forward to. Yay! So when we come back, we shall continue. And this time, I think this possibly the last part. We don't know. We'll see. So thank you so much for all your support and for watching. You are amazing. And if you enjoyed this, please be sure to click on the button below to like, subscribe for new videos, and share. And until next time, keep on playing. And be sure to go hug your family. And go call the ones that you haven't talked to for a while. Alright, take care and see you soon.